Good afternoon, dear subscribers and guests. Thank you for staying with us. In Russia, they grow varieties of pears such as sweet, thin-skinned Clap and Victoria, slightly sour and citrus-scented Santa Maria, the fragrant Butyra Hardy, I almost said Buterka, just kidding, with a muscat aftertaste, Williams, summer, very sweet, with a fresh tartness.
Harrow Sweet, sweet and sour girl.
Ripe pears have a distinctly sweet taste. And at the same time, only 57 calories per 100 grams. But that in hashtag X27, S no more than in a green apple, so it in hashtag X27, S completely safe for our waistlines. In terms of natural sugar content, pears are better than most fruits. They contain more fructose than glucose, which means they require less insulin to digest. Therefore, pears can be eaten, albeit in moderation, even by those with insulin resistance. Pears are champions in terms of dietary fiber content. One pear contains 4 grams of fiber. Pear pulp contains sorbitol, a natural sugar substitute, and arbutin, a substance that activates metabolism. At the cellular level. Recently, a group of scientists from the University of Montreal Medical School conducted a study on volunteers and found that eating 2 pears for breakfast helps to lose weight and normalize blood sugar levels more effectively than a bowl of oatmeal, but people with gastritis and other problems. It is better to avoid these hard tart fruits if you have gastrointestinal problems and eat them, for example, baked.
How to choose.
Ripe pears can be green-yellow in color with a red belly. Firm flesh does not always mean that the fruit is unripe. Appearances can be deceiving, as you know. But the smell cannot be misleading. The aroma of a ripe pear is sweet, delicate, with honey notes. Make sure there are no dark spots or bruises on the skin. Press lightly on the pear at the narrowest part of the fruit, near the stem. If it gives way, the fruit will be juicy and sweet. Unfortunately, pears are one of the fastest.
Spoil.
The thin skin cannot withstand blows or jolts. The more the fruits are in contact with each other, the better. If you want to store green pears for longer, check them for bruises. Wrap each whole fruit in paper and store in the refrigerator. Unripe, hard fruit ripen on the windowsill, especially in a bag with apples, which are more mature. If you have sliced pears left over, place them in a container lined with paper towels and be sure to eat them no later than the next day.
How to use.
Pears have a complex bouquet of flavors and an innate nobility. Therefore, they go well with blue cheese, smoked and dried meat. They go well with salads with leafy vegetables and poultry, as well as appetizers with ricotta and cheese. Pears will enhance the flavor of porridge, savory casseroles, and various pies. Try making a charlotte or tart tatin. Not with apples, but with pears. Your loved ones will appreciate the new flavor of familiar baked goods. And pears in syrup are the simplest festive dessert.
And delicious.
That and hashtag X27, S all for today.
Stay with us.
It will be interesting, but most importantly useful.